today I'm gonna show you how to install Kali Linux on Hyper-V Manager software. So the first thing you need to do is to go to the Kali Linux.org website and then click download here. Then I recommend that you install the installer images so that it contains all the features for you guys. So all the thing you need to do is just click this tab and it's gonna show you the information about the installer images. Just scroll down and install this installer image. So on my machine, I already installed this installer image here. So now I'm gonna open now I'm gonna open Hyper-V Manager. So here, our thing that I need to do is right click on my machine here for the ease of use Hyper-V Manager. I'm gonna click quick create so that I don't need to care a lot about all of the settings. So here you can see the Hyper-V Manager already uh, provide you with some operating systems options like Windows 10, Ubuntu, and Windows 11. But because we want to create a virtual machine using Kali Linux, I'm gonna click local installation source here, and here I'm gonna navigate. I'm gonna click change into installation source. Here I'm gonna navigate into the installation file image here. So one thing I want you to remember is that please uncheck this checkbox because this is for Windows. So now our thing that you need to do is to click create virtual image. Sorry, create virtual machine. Now, okay, the process is really quick. So now before I connect to this virtual machine, I'm gonna edit some settings first. So if you're new to using Hyper-V Manager, a lot of settings here may freak you out, but because I already knew a little bit about Hyper-V Manager, I'm just gonna show you some simple steps that you need to edit before you connect to your main virtual machine. So in here, you don't need to do anything about the add hardware feature here. You don't need to care about the firmware here too. You can care about the security setting later. If you learn a lot about security concepts related to virtual machine. Okay, now we're gonna adjust some memory settings here. So for this virtual machine, I'm gonna choose enable dynamic memory, and so that the Hyper-V Manager will dynamically allocate memory for this virtual machine, so that it don't actually use up a lot of memory for my device. So here I'm gonna choose between 500 megabyte to 40,000 megabyte. I'm sorry, I'm gonna use 30,000 megabyte. 30,000 megabyte is like 30 gigabyte. Okay, next. Processors here. You can modify the number of virtual processors based on the number of processors on the physical computer. So depends on your physical computer. You can choose between 2 or 4 or 8. For, for this video, I'm gonna choose 2 virtual processors. Okay, next. SCSI controller. So here you don't need to care about this either. Now I'm gonna click about hard drive. So here, this is simple. The hard drive feature here is like the setting that help you create or manage the virtual hard disk for this virtual machine. This means that it is a virtual hard drive that store all the information for your virtual machine. And in case you want to update or you want to delete this virtual machine, you must remember the location that Hyper-V Manager created the virtual hard disk, so that you can delete the virtual hard disk on that location to claim back your memory or claim back your storage. So here you can see Hyper-V Manager already created a virtual hard disk in on this location, and it it called new virtual machine .vhds. One thing to notice is that your virtual machine's name must be the same as the virtual hard disk drive. It's not a requirement, but in case you have too many virtual machines in the future, you must find a way to distinguish between different virtual hard disks. So it would be better if you name the virtual hard drive the same as your virtual machine. So here I'm going to change first. I'm going to change the name of this virtual machine into Kali Linux 1. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete this the new virtual machine virtual hard disk on these locations on my local machine. Here you can see the new virtual machine hard disk here. I'm going to delete this. The reason that I delete my virtual hard disk is that uh, on this setting, there's no way for you to rename the virtual hard disk. So for that reason, I'm going to create a new virtual hard disk. I'm going to click new here. Okay. So this wizard will help you to create a new virtual hard disk. I'm going to click next here. I'm going to keep dynamically expanding here. So on this tab, I'm going to rename this virtual hard disk into Kali Linux 1. Okay, I'm going to keep the same location as the previous virtual hard disk. I'm going to click next here. Okay, here configure disk. I'm gonna okay. You can create a blank virtual hard disk or copy the contents of an existing physical disk. I'm going to create a new blank virtual hard disk, and I'm going to specify the size to be 30 gigabyte. Okay, I'm going to click next here, and here you can review all of the information that you just configure, and then you can click finish. Mm, Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to check the DVD drive. So the location for the image drive is correct. So here you can also check the network adapter here, but but in this video, I'm gonna just keep the virtual switch as the default switch. So I help my virtual machine connect to the internet. Okay. From this point, I'm gonna click apply, and then I'm gonna click OK. Now I'm gonna connect to this new virtual machine. Okay, the virtual machine Kali Linux 1 is turned off. So in order to turn it on, I'm just gonna click start. Notice that from this point on, you're gonna need to install the graphical interface for the Kali Linux operating system. So here I'm gonna click graphical install. Here I'm gonna choose English and click continue. Okay, English from the United States, locations from the United States. Okay, continue. Okay, here I'm gonna choose American English and continue for the keyboard. One thing that I want you to remember is that this video is not going to cover all concepts included to virtual hard disk, or virtual machine, or Hyper-V Manager. So it would be better if you do some research on those topics online, if you can. Okay, here it's trying to configure the network. It might take some time. It might take some time. So be patient. Oh, okay. Please select the host name for this session. Okay, I'm gonna keep it as before, like Kali, and I'm gonna click continue. Here it requires me to configure a network. So because I don't have a domain name, so I'm just gonna click continue here. Okay, here you can set up the users and usernames and passwords. I'm gonna fill out the usernames and passwords. Here I can fill out the passwords. Here I'm gonna pause the videos. Now I'm gonna click continue. So here you can choose the you can configure the clock. I'm gonna choose Eastern here. Continue. So here is the partition disk. Make sure you use the entire disk for this option. Notice that if this is not a virtual machine, you can choose other option if you want. But because this is just a virtual machine and we want to use out all of the space from the virtual hard disk, we're going to use the entire disk here. So here, just choose the SCI here and click continue. For these options, just choose all files in one partition and click continue. Here, just just select finish partitioning and write changes to this and click continue. And here it asks you to write changes to this. So I'm just gonna click yes here and click continue. Okay, here you can choose different desktop environment for your choice. So for me, I'm just gonna keep it as default. But if you want to have as many desktop environment as possible, make sure you have to check all of them. Okay, okay. I'm gonna click continue here. So in general, it's gonna take you around 15 to 20 minutes to for the installation process. So now that the installation is already complete, so we're gonna click continue here to reboot the system. I mean reboot the virtual machine. Okay, now you can connect to the Kali Linux system. Now all the thing you need to do is just fill out your username and password to log in into the system. I'm gonna pause the video. Now that I already logged in, you can see the main screen of your Linux Kali system. That's how you install Kali Linux on Hyper-V managers. Here you can do anything that you want with the Linux system. You can um, you can open a terminal here. You can go to any software for Kali Linux. This software now. I'm gonna power off or shut down this virtual machine. I'm gonna, I'm gonna click shut down here. Okay, I'm gonna close this Windows. So here you can see that I have Kali Linux one virtual machines here. Next time, if you want to, if I, next time if I want to connect to this virtual machine, I'm just gonna right click it and click connect. I'm gonna click start. So one more thing I want you to remember is that after you install your virtual machine, please go into the settings and then check the DVD drives here to make sure that Hyper-V Manager don't requires you to use the installer image file anymore. So that you can delete that file. Next time, if I want to connect to this virtual machine, I don't actually need this Kali Linux installer image file anymore. I'm just gonna need to open the Hyper-V Manager and then connect to the virtual machines. So that's pretty much it for this video. And please Also, remember to save the location of your virtual hard disk for later manage. Thank you guys for watching my video, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification